and welcome to the final episode of the Alabasta Arc. My name's Chris, and there's Lee
Married?
from the StrawChat. So, we've got a new member of the crew, Tony Chopper. We've left Drum Island, and we're finally heading to Alabasta. Do you wanna,
Finally, the Alabasta
yeah,
Saga, and we're getting there now.
yeah, because this is the last, episode 92 to 130? So, 130, 38 episodes.
Yeah,
This is quite a long one.
it's a good chunk.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they're heading on the way to Alabasta when... Oh, how do they meet Bon Clay? Are they fishing in some fog? And they
Yes. The
accidentally
fish.
hook Bon Clay onto the end of the fishing rod and pull him onto the boat.
Yes. Bon Clay. What number is he again?
He's Mr.
Two.
2, which
Mr. Two.
they don't find out until he leaves.
Yeah.
They have like a proper like nice little dance and like a little mini party with them, and he shows them all his devil fruit ability where he can turn into anyone that he touches, and he shows
Yeah.
by turning into all of the Straw Hat crew, apart from Sanji, who was in the kitchen sorting dinner out. And then he gets on a boat because his crew finally come to pick him up. And as they're leaving, they're like, "Right, come on, Mr. Two," and they're like, "Wait a minute!" And Vivi, I didn't think Vivi was as much of an idiot until this point, when she's like, "How did I not realize he was Mr. Two? Mr. Two is a guy who wears a big swan outfit. He wears women's clothes and he's got a big cape with Bon Clay on the back of it or something like that."
Yeah.
And everyone's like, "That perfectly describes the man that we've just been playing with. Like, how
Yeah.
did you not know?"
Yeah. Yep.
But
He's amazing though.
Yeah.
He's this first meeting with him. It's just like even his crew, the sads that he went overboard. It wasn't like we've got to get him or he'll die. It's just like, oh no, we'll miss him. We need him back, kind of thing.
he's a saint.
Yeah.
The-
Yeah.
It's difficult to hate Bon Clay, but when he is Mr. Two and he's on the other side, he is a bit of a dick to deal with.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he's just following orders. He's part of Baroque Works. He's doing his job. He was evil when he was doing it, but I can't blame him. We'll have no hate for Bon Clay here.
Till one point. I didn't like him for one point.
Yeah, he was a bit of a dick for a while. But the Straw Hats arrive in Alabasta, and there's a civil war going on. There's been no rain for 2 years or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the citizens are unruly because they think that King Cobra Nefertari is keeping all the rain for himself using rain or dance powder, which is a special powder that can create rain, but it steals it from other places of the sky to only fall where you burn the rain powder. But it's all a plot from Baroque Works where they've framed the monarchy and made it look like they're the bad guys. And then Crocodile's wanting to step in and be like, "I'm going to save yous," and become the new ruler of Alabasta. Well, he's not really planning to save them, but we'll find out what his plan is towards the end of this arc.
Yeah. Yeah. Is the king's name really Cobra? I didn't know that.
King Cobra.
King Cobra.
The Santino. Yep. So the Straw Hats split up when they get to Alabasta, and Luffy just takes off looking for food, I think.
Yeah.
And he sprints into this restaurant and knocks a couple of people over. One being Captain Smoker, the other being Porcus D. Ace of the Blackbeard Pirate. Oh no, not Blackbeard Pirates, the Whitebeard Pirates. One of the most feared pirate crews in the land.
Yeah, I do want to ask who Whitebeard is as well. And is there some sort of colour thing? Because there's Blackbeard and Whitebeard. And Whitebeard's trying to find Blackbeard?
Hang on a second. I'm going to show you Whitebeard. Where is Whitebeard?
Right.
He's around here somewhere. Because it's important that I show you Whitebeard. Where is he? Come on, Whitebeard. Where are you? Here he is.
Where are you?
Right. Notice anything strange about Whitebeard?
He hasn't got a beard?
He hasn't got a beard. So...
Right. Did Blackbeard nick it?
No, he's never.
Is that why he's after him?
Whitebeard has never had a beard. He just has a mustache.
Right.
I don't know if this is some kind of Japanese translation of him just having facial hair. Does it just count as a beard? I don't think that counts. He should be called White Mustache.
Yeah. White stash.
Yeah.
It
Anyway,
doesn't have the same ring to it, to
it
be
it
fair.
it doesn't, does it? It's not as
Yeah.
intimidating. Oh no, White Tash is coming after you. Oh no, Whitebeard's coming after you. But yeah, Luffy knocks out Ace and Smoker in a restaurant, and then he's just like eating
Mhm.
all of this food on the bar, and Smoker starts coming after him. He runs away, and he's saved by Ace. And it turns out
Yeah.
Ace is Luffy's brother.
Yeah. How many brothers does he have? Is he a biological brother? No.
So there's Monkey D. Luffy, Portgas D. Ace. They've got complete separate names, different parents.
Right.
They're not related in any way.
Krell's not his mom.
And that's all I'm going to say about that for now.
Oh,
So,
right. Okay.
yeah, Ace has a pretty good lineage. But anyway,
With a name like Ace.
yeah. Well, he was named after a sword.
Right. A sword. Okay.
He was named after his dad's sword.
Right.
That's not really that important. It's just a little
Oh,
bit of
well.
useless information. But his dad is cool.
I thought you were going to say there.
No, I'm not spoiling that for you. But it's really, really important. Now, anyway, I'm not. Just before you can ask any more questions, Ace takes on Smoker. Fire versus smoke, because Ace has ate the flame fruit. This one, which I don't know where the top's gone. This one. Oh,
Oh,
where is
that
it?
one.
Yeah, the flame fruit. Oh, you've got a two. Way.
Yeah.
But there can only be one, Chris. Like Highlander with. And Ace holds off Smoker so that Luffy can escape. I think all the Straw Hats are like
Mhm.
hiding behind a wall or something other at the point, and they're like, "Oh, there's some commotion going on. Apparently, some idiot's being chased by the Marines." It's like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
yeah.
it's our
Who's
idiots."
that idiot? Yeah.
So Luffy leads the Marines right to his crew, and they all have to run away. Ace stays behind, holds off the Marines, and then joins the Straw Hats on their ship. Oh, actually, no. Actually, does he meet Luffy in an alleyway first, and they have an arm wrestle, then beat up a few
Uh,
pirates?
yeah, because a couple of, I think it's millions are
Yeah,
in the, or wanting to rank up, corner them, and they kind of like, they just walk through them and ignore them. And they're
yeah.
like, stop, you're like, you've got such a bounty on you, we'll get promoted in no time. I can't remember what the bounty amount was for Ace though, but it's very high, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think this is a good thing to show how strong Luffy actually is, because he's arm
Hmm.
wrestling uh, the first Legion commander of the Whitebeard pirates or something, which is
Hmm.
like so. Whitebeard, I've mentioned this before. There's the seven warlords of the sea, which are we've mentioned before. They are hired by the
Crocodile's one.
government. Yeah, so
Yeah.
they're allowed to be pirates by the government as long as they like help the government on occasion. And then we've got Yonkos, which are the four emperors of the sea. Whitebeard is one of the Yonkos. He is an emperor of the sea. Um,
Right, okay.
we have met another emperor of the sea already, but I won't say who.
Is I'd a guess, is it dragon?
No,
Okay, okay.
no,
That
like
was just a guess.
it's like in a completely different category to pirates and marines.
Right. Okay.
There's another thing going on somewhere in the world. So anyway,
Runs
yeah.
deep.
So Ace is like one of the first commanders of one of the emperors of the sea, which is like a very highly esteemed rank, basically, between
Yeah,
pirates.
yeah,
And Luffy's like matching him in an arm wrestling contest, so Luffy's hard as out.
yeah, yeah.
But anyway, they take on all these millions, and then escape and get back on the Going Merry. Ace meets the Straw Hats, and he's quite happy with how Luffy's built up his like friend group. All of his friends love Ace, because why would you not love Ace? He's mint.
Yeah. I also a question I wanted to ask about Ace meeting the crew. Why does he keep apologizing?
Why does who keep
Like
apologizing?
Ace keeps apologizing and saying, "Thank you for putting up with my little brother Luffy."
Oh
He's
yeah.
like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. He's such a handful," and he repeats it, and every time they're like, "No, no, it's okay. We know what he's about by now. We joined him. We want to follow him and his crew. Blah blah blah." Every time, why does he keep like? Is he looking for like them to talk shit about him or something?
No,
Like a test?
it's just like a little bro. Like Luffy's like his little brother, isn't it? So it's like he's just like, oh, this is me annoying little brother. I know what he's like,
Uh,
kind of thing.
uh,
It's just he's taking the piss a bit, I think, but also like he does love Luffy because they are like sort of brothers.
hmm.
Um, and they sail off, and can you remember who they meet next? This is a cool one.
I remember him getting chased by the 3 million ships
I'm
where
sure they
Ace gets out.
pull up on shore and meet
Oh yes, the kung fu
the
dongs or whatever
Kung
it's
Fu
called,
Dugongs.
Dugons.
And they're like, whatever you do,
Yes,
don't fight them. And Luffy gets off, beats one of them up, and they're like, you're our new master.
yes, I love these. Yeah,
That doesn't last very long because Usopp just bribes them with food to stay where they are
yeah,
so that they're not
yeah,
following them across the desert because they need water to survive. And if they try and follow Luffy, they'll all die. So
yeah,
that was nice that he bribed them to live.
yeah, yeah, and good for later.
Yeah, yeah, they do help later, don't they? So they set off on a journey across the desert.
Hmm.
Paul would love this, wouldn't he? Because it's a lot of walking, and we know he loves
Yeah,
when people have to walk a lot because he's a
he
big Lord of the
does,
Rings
he
fan.
does, and the walk a lot in the Goonies as well,
They
a
do.
lot.
And they meet a perverted camel called Eyelash.
Yes, I love eyelash.
And he starts helping them across the desert a bit. And they reach a town called Yuba. Is this where they
Yes,
meet Toto, the dad
um,
of the Rebel Army? The dad of the Rebel Army leader?
wait there. I forgot he was called Toto. Is it because he blesses the rains down
Possibly.
in
I would
Africa?
take the lot to drag me away from you. Could be. Never know. Oda's always coming up with
Uh,
like little puns and stuff.
does he ask someone to hold the line?
Could do. So, yeah, we meet Toto and we learn of Vivi's past, where she was friends with Koza, the
Hmm.
leader of the rebel army. He
Yeah.
was like he tried like shit when he first met her, but then they started hanging out and he became a protector, basically.
Yeah.
Like they got attacked by adults who were like, "Oh, we can capture the princess and take our ransom and all this." And Koza, as a little child, beats up these fully grown men.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's pretty badass. But yeah, we meet Toto, who is his dad, and he's just digging like a dwarf, like dig
Yeah.
hole.
Because he's at because the town or city that he lives in is wrecked. Sandstorms have absolutely ravaged the buildings, and because there's been no water, this used to be an oasis town where they had a big water supply, so it used to prosper. But when
Yeah,
the rains went, everything went. All of the jobs, the all the people went. All the buildings are crumbling. It looks like shit, and he's the only one staying there, like hanging on to hope. Because digging, he's digging for a water supply.
yeah. He's not very good because he's spent all this time digging, and then Luffy digs for like 5 minutes and digs like half a mile down or something.
Yeah, he is like 100 years old or something, though, isn't he?
Ah, that's no excuse, man. But he gets like enough for like a gallon of water, doesn't he? And gives it to Luffy to take on his journey. So he's got like this little
Yeah,
flask around his neck now. Um, and yeah, they set off and reach the next sort of village, which I've mentioned this to you before. I love it. There's some fake rebel army people there, and
yeah,
they've been told that the Straw Hat pirates are on the way, and it's like, right, you guys are the rebel army. You need to protect our town. So they send them out, and they're like, oh, well, we'll just pretend to go. But then all the villagers start following them, so they have to go to meet the Straw Hats. And the
yeah,
Straw Hats get convinced by Vivi, I think, to be like, listen, like, don't ruin the hope. Like, they need hope to keep the dreams alive and know that, like, Alabasta can become a nice place again. don't beat them up. So Luffy goes over and confronts the main guy and just makes it look like this guy wins in a fight. Which, I love this because what I said was, we know that Luffy is going to become king of the pirates one day. Like, if he doesn't become king of the pirates, it's just going to be an absolute travesty. And be like, One Piece, Oda, what are you doing? So he has to become king of the pirates one day, and his face will be known all over the world.
Yeah.
This guy, let's call him Gary, right? Gary has beat up Luffy. Now, when he becomes king of the pirates, everyone's going to be like, hang on, Gary's hard as out. Like, he beats the pirate king in a fist fight, you know. And everyone's going to be like,
Yeah.
oh, like, he's the hardest man in town, him. Don't mess with him.
Yeah.
Don't mess with Gary.
Yeah. Even now, hasn't he got 100 million berries bounty on him?
30, is it 30 million or has it gone up since then?
I know, I'm sure, I think it goes up to 100, and I think it might be 30 million still, because I don't think it's updated.
Yeah, I think it's once he beats Crocodile. Oh, spoiler for
Yes.
the end of the episode, he beats Crocodile. But
But
yeah.
he can at least say that he's chinned someone who's got a 30 million berry bounty on their head.
Yeah. Well, that poor guy now, if like a 10 million berry pirate shows up, people are going to be like, got no chance against Gary. He beat up Straw Hat Luffy. That's a 30 million pirate, and he's going to get absolutely done in.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, because he's just a normal bloke, really, isn't he?
Yeah. So the get beat up by these fake rebels, and then they set off. Oh, the meet. Who is it? The bounty hunter. There's a bounty hunter that Ace has a fight with.
Yes, it with these two kids,
Yeah.
because he originally said that's what brought Ace to Alabasta, because this bounty hunter, to get some get some fear, like people being scared of him, he said that he took down Blackbeard,
Yeah.
and that somehow got to Ace. So he said, "Oh, he's there. I need to meet this man who fought with Blackbeard."
Yeah. So Ace fights this guy, beats him up, and just ruins his dreams. And then
Right in front of his kids.
Yeah. And then he goes, "Oh well, Blackbeard's not here. Oh, you're going to fight one of the 7 warlords of the sea, are you, Luffy? Good luck." And just leaves.
Yeah, here's a bit of paper.
Oh yeah. So that is an important bit of paper. So this is the
I'm guessing...
I mentioned it earlier on. Can you remember what it was called?
No.
The Viva card.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah. I'll not tell you what it does though.
Right, so it's given to him for a reason, and he says, "Don't lose it. It's our key to meeting me again."
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that it's important, but when you look at it, he does absolutely zero investigating when he sees it. He said, "Oh, there's a bit of paper. Oh well, I'll just hide it in my pocket." Doesn't even look at it. It could have instructions on it written on the back, and he wouldn't know.
Nami stitches it to his hat so he can't lose it.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Carry On and the Reach Rain Base, which is one of the main towns in Alabasta. It's where Crocodile set his casino up.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They get chased by Smoker and enter the casino in Rain Base.
I like this.
Get introduced into the VIP lounge, and there's a sign saying "Pirates this way, VIPs this way." And they're like, "Oh, which way do we go?" And it's like, "Well, we're pirates." So they go the pirate way and fall through a trapdoor.
Yeah. Do you think the other VIP way would have been a trapdoor as well?
No. Like, I don't think it would have been a dead end, because what if there are actual VIPs?
No, I mean like a trapdoor, like going down into that thing. Because I think no matter what way they would have went, I think it would have been a trapdoor.
No, I think the other way might have actually been a way to VIPs, and they've probably just been like, "Yeah, pirates are stupid." They'll just go, "Oh well, we're pirates, not VIPs," which is exactly what happened.
Yeah, true.
So they end up in a jail cell made of sea prism stone, and it's the Straw Hat. Well, what is it? Luffy, Nami, Zoro, and Smoker. Yeah. They're all trapped. And Crocodile finally reveals himself. Comes out and he's got Vivi tied to a chair. And is this where he finally says what his plan is? Which is the rebel army are going to go to the main city in Alabasta where the palace is. And while it's all going on, he's going to blow them all up.
Yeah, but that's when he's captured Vivi, isn't it? When he's got her to the chair
Yeah,
and he's sort of gloating.
yeah, that is this scene because the Straw Hats are in the jail cell and
Oh,
can't get out
yeah,
because of the Sea Prism Stone. And Crocodile reveals his plan to Vivi and then takes off, but leaves some banana gators to
yeah,
eat everyone, basically. Well, to eat Vivi because it can't jump through the Sea Prism Stone cage. It tries, but I
hmm
think it shatters its teeth or something, doesn't it? And the key to the cage has been thrown into the banana gator pit and eaten by one of them.
yeah,
So they haven't got a key to get out. I mean, it was fake anyway, as we find out in a bit. But
yeah,
Sanji and Chopper are outside of the casino. They come up with a plan. And Sanji's like, I'm Mr. Prince or something like that. Lures them outside while Chopper pretends he's Mr. Prince, runs away, and Sanji
yeah.
breaks in, beats up the banana gators. Sanji's hard as out for fighting these giant crocodiles.
Uh,
And we get Mr. 3 back, don't we?
yeah. Waxy Man, because he was dumped in the tank for failing to actually kill the straw chats. One of the banana gators ate him,
Yeah.
but he engulfed himself in a wax cocoon to protect himself. And Sanji, while kicking one of the banana gators in the stomach, caused him to sick him out.
Yeah. And they force him to make a key that fits the cell. Bit of a
Yeah.
plot hole here. All the water's rushing in. So Mr. Three's standing in the water, but he still uses his powers.
That was a thing as well, because I don't know if banana gators are freshwater gators or seawater gators.
Yeah.
It could be freshwater. It could be all the rainwater that he's nicked from the whole island.
Although they do escape,
Uh-huh.
and they have to carry Luffy out, and Luffy tells Zoro to save Smoker because Smoker can't swim, so they shouldn't be able to use the powers in that water then. So I don't know how Mr. Three used his wax powers when standing in it.
Plot.
Yeah, movie magic.
Yeah. I'm not gonna nitpick about it too much because
But yeah, because they saved Captain, or is he Lieutenant Smoker? No, he might still be Captain Smoker at this point. Yeah, they saved Captain
yeah,
Smoker,
yes,
and he's like, "All right, well, we need to be even, so I'm going to let you go." They take off to head for the capital because the rebel army are currently on their way to attack the palace.
yeah,
Luffy stays behind to fight Crocodile.
yeah.
It doesn't go very well for him, does it?
No, I think this was one of the points where I think it was late at night when I got up to this episode, I got to that fight, and then it was like, do you know when things come out and you watch them weekly
Yeah,
and you're left on a cliffhanger? So the way I left it, where I was like, I can't open my eyes anymore, need to go to sleep, is when Luffy fights with Crocodile, he gets stabbed and left for dead
and buried
and then
alive.
and buried, yeah. And you're like, oh, right, so he's dead. And then it skips to something else.
But Miss All Sunday, Nico Robin, shows up and saves Luffy
Mm,
from this sand pit that he's been buried in.
yeah.
So she's not all bad. She's still working for Crocodile at the moment, so she's still technically bad, I suppose. But there's something there at the moment.
Actually, a thing about Nico Robin, I don't know why she's working for Crocodile because she's already got a massive army, hasn't she?
Are you making an joke there?
Yeah, yeah.
I'll be able to have these puns when Jake's on. You know he hates puns.
I know, I know.
So yeah, the Straw Hats, well, the other Straw Hats that aren't presumed dead arrive at the capital, and
Yeah,
the rebel army have already started their attack. So they all split up to try and stop the charge, and end up taking on different members of Baroque Works, the numbered
yeah,
people. So Chopper and Usopp are first up, I think. They take on Mr. Four and Miss Merry Christmas and a gun dog.
yeah.
It was a cannon that ate a fruit, which turned it into a part dog, part gun.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, because items can also consume devil fruits because of
So did someone put a devil
science.
fruit inside of that gun to shoot it, and it
Yeah,
consumed it?
some somehow I don't know if it explains it, but science. There's a mad
Does,
scientist, Dr. Vegapunk. Slight little spoiler, but not a spoiler. His name will come up quite a bit over the series. There's a mad
right.
scientist doing experiments called Dr. Vegapunk. If anything weird happens like that, just assume Dr. Vegapunk's been at his work again.
Right. Oh, because I was gonna say if a gun can consume a devil fruit by putting it inside, does that mean there's like a box a box with the powers of a devil fruit?
You're going to get all sorts of things. Like there'll be like swords and stuff that have ate devil fruits and things.
I think that might be a bit of a waste of a devil fruit because you
Yeah,
only have one till it dies, doesn't it?
yeah. I don't know how you can kill the item as well, unless you have to
Yeah,
completely obliterate it.
because breaking a sword doesn't kill it, does it?
Although no, I've just remembered something. I'm not going to spoil that bit.
Okay, no problem.
So they take on these two Baroque Works members. Chopper is trying to find the weakness. Usopp is doing all of his lying stuff, these tactics, saying that he's got like a 5-ton hammer or something like that.
I really enjoyed that bit, to be fair.
Yeah,
That was one of Usopp's best bits for me.
Usopp's pretty good in this part, mind. He gets the shit beaten out of him, but he still keeps getting up and going back for more. He is being
Yeah,
a brave warrior of the sea or desert at this point. Um,
yeah, yeah.
and is it him that? Oh no, I think it's Chopper that figures out about the tunnels and tells Usopp to fire the gun into the tunnels to shoot them.
No, Usopp goes under because he's just like, oh well, I can't fight you above ground because one of them's like a mole woman and she keeps popping up,
Yeah,
hitting him, popping down. So then Usopp was like, I'm going in your tunnels then. What can you do down there?
yeah. And they shoot the gun dog into the tunnels and blow them up. That still doesn't do it
Hmm.
though. I can't remember how they finally defeat them.
Oh, near like, I know.
The win.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Usopp and Chopper beat Mr. Four and Miss Merry Christmas. And the dog. Gun.
Hmm.
Meanwhile, Sanji has found Bon Clay. And he's having a
Yeah,
bit of a struggle against him. Because Bon Clay keeps turning into Nami. And Sanji just keeps going, whoa, every time he sees Nami.
yeah.
He gets all wobbly. Is this the point
It's
where
a
you
battle
didn't?
of the kicks, isn't it?
Yeah. Is this the point where you didn't like Bon Clay then?
Uh, yes.
Or is it like before this
Uh,
where Bon Clay pretends to be the king and beats up the
that's
kids
it.
and
Sorry,
stuff?
yeah, when he smacks a kid about, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh, you evil bastard.
Yeah, because we've skimmed over that a bit. Bon Clay pretended to be King Cobra, wandered into town with loads of his loyal subjects, and beat up loads of the civilians there, just to make King Cobra look even worse and kind
Yeah,
of hype up the rebel army a bit.
yeah. Spur them on a bit.
But I really liked this fight between Bon Clay and Sanji. It was quite an even match. I think everyone's like quite an even match in this. Um, what was it you said? You said like, is this the Straw Hats like showing that they're not as powerful as some people out there? And it's like, is this what all of these fights are showing?
What do you mean? Oh, when I was saying that this is their first, because I thought even with the Arlong Park, I think this is their first proper challenge
Yeah,
where it's just like they could die here.
yeah,
They're just getting beaten and beaten into inches of their lives. At the minute, Luffy's been stabbed. He's been beaten again, where it's just like he's fighting the big bad, and he loses, and it's the first time we've had that,
yeah.
really, from the Straw Chat crew having,
Well,
you know,
there was something you said which I thought I said like I'm going to wait until we record this episode to give me opinion on it, which is where I think you
right?
said like this finally shows that the Straw Hats aren't as strong as some of the other people out there, or something along those lines. I don't
Yeah.
think that's completely the case. I think this whole arc shows that they have to learn how to deal with devil fruits because each of these individual fights that's going on, it's some crazy devil fruit that they've got to try and learn the weaknesses for. It's not that they're not strong enough, because once they figure out the techniques to use against them, they're really
Hmm.
capable and start to match them. Like
Right.
Usopp
Yeah.
and Chopper have their like tactics going on and learn how to fight against Mr. Fawn, Miss Merry Christmas, and the dog. Sanji has to figure out how to fight Bon Clay when he looks like someone that he cares about.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
Zoro has to learn how to cut steel,
Yeah.
and
I love that. Yeah.
Luffy has to learn how to punch sand. Oh, and Nami has to
Yeah.
learn how to fight.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, we're on to the Sanji versus Bon Clay thing. What's your opinions on this one? Because this was a really good fight.
It was. I could see it coming though, a little bit. I think Sanji kind of needed to get over that hurdle anyway. I think it was important for him to do it because he needs to learn to smack something that looks a little bit feminine. Because as before this, he saw like a I don't know a beautiful other villain. He'd be like, oh, I can't do anything. Sorry, and I think he needs to get over that.
Yeah, and he does.
Um,
Like, he
but
learns that like Bon Clay has to turn back into himself at the last minute before attacking, and that's when he starts
hmm,
striking.
yeah, so he doesn't really get over it.
No,
He'll still be his wavy self when there's a beautiful woman there.
yeah, but he overcomes it. Well, he figures it out anyway and beats Bon Clay, and then I think we move on to Nami against Miss Doublefinger, and she's had
I
what
really like this.
the spike fruit.
Yes, isn't that a finger as well? She just does that and it just pokes
That's
holes and
any part of her body she can produce spikes from.
yeah, that was it.
And Nami's got a new weapon, which Usopp created for her. Again, Usopp with these crazy weapons. He's so good with
Mm.
them. He makes like a weather staff for her. I can't remember the name for it though. I should have wrote it down. Yeah, she learns how to use this thing. It's got loads of party tricks in it that Usopp put in for her. Like, oh, if you're ever in a party,
Yes.
pull this trick out. It's like, why, Usopp? I wanted a
Time
weapon.
attacked.
Time attacked, yes, that's it.
Yeah.
So she's like using weather against Miss Doublefinger, like electrocuting her and all sorts. And Nami finally kicks ass.
Yeah. Yeah. Which I like as well. I like that the climate act wasn't a particularly strong weapon if you just gave it to someone.
Yeah,
He was just like Usopp was just like, look, separately, these are party tricks, but you have to use your brain to fight. That's our strongest. Yeah, that's how we are strong by using tactics and thinking about it, as opposed to raw strength like Zoro, Luffy, and
yeah.
Sanji. Which yeah, I think it was a really good growth moment for her.
A final attack thing was weird though, where it's like she puts it all together and then it comes out with the two cuckoo birds going cuckoo, cuckoo, and then
Yeah,
Miss Doublefinger's just standing there like, what is this? And it wraps around her arms and then turns her into like a tornado and fires her off through a wall, and Nami wins.
he does say that it's getting developed more because she must have spent like 5, 10 minutes trying to just untangle her afterwards when she's unconscious.
Yeah. And then we get onto a big fight of Zorro, the second strongest member of
Yeah,
the Straw Hats, fighting Daz Bones, Mr. One.
does Bones.
And
Yeah, who can turn any part of his body into a blade, isn't it?
yeah,
So it's the swordsman against the blade.
yeah. This is a really good fight because Zorro's going to learn how to cut through steel, and he's like having flashbacks to his old sword teacher. I can't remember his name now, but
Yeah, cutting without cutting.
ponytail.
Yeah,
Yeah, and he's getting the shit kicked out of him, and then he's like, cut between it, like, and finally just does one attack, doesn't he? He's like, gonna
yeah,
give you three sword style, and just slices straight through him. Fight over. Um,
yeah.
I'm saying this was an awesome fight, and then I've just basically just skimmed past all of the like build up to the end. Uh, but it's just a lot of Zorro getting beat up and going like, oh no, I'm gonna get better.
Yeah. I just think it's amazing where he goes the flashback way, isn't it? He's cutting, is it a cloth or a bit of paper? And
Yeah,
he's just like, oh yeah, the secret to cutting steel is cutting without cutting. And he's like, what the hell does that mean?
it makes
And why
us
is this the only time I've thought about it since?
it makes us think of One Punch Man a bit. Have you watched much of One Punch Man?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
King. So have you seen? I don't know if it's in the anime yet or if it's in the manga, but there's a bit where King, like you find out that you know, King isn't a real hero. He's
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
he's really weak,
yeah,
and he meets some like hard as out ninja guy, and he's like they're having like a bit of a sword duel, and he's like, I want you to like cut this apple as fast as you can or something like that. And King is like absolutely scared to do anything, and he just gets up and walks away. And the guy's looking at the apple and he's like, "Oh my god, that was so fast! I didn't see it." King didn't do anything. He just got up and walked away. He didn't pull the sword or anything. The guy's like, "Oh,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
that was so fast! I didn't see it." He even managed to cut through the atoms without, so it didn't
Yeah,
actually cut the apple. That's kind of the
yeah,
skill that Zora's trying to learn here, isn't it? Like cutting through the
yeah,
atoms without actually doing it, so he can cut through steel. He has
yeah,
already cut
yeah.
through steel at this point. I think there's like a chain or something gets shot onto the ship in one of the earlier
Oh,
arcs.
it was Iron,
All right, fair enough.
Iron, Iron Barricade, which was the because I thought the same because I was like I distinctly remember him cutting a chain which was attaching ships when they were closing in like a net against the Straw Hat, and then I'm sure it was Iron.
Potato, potato.
Yeah, it's a metal. I mean, it's hard.
Yeah. But yeah, he learns to cut and defeats Stad's Bones.
Does bones.
Crocodile shows up at the palace, ruins everyone's
Hmm.
day, and throws Vivi off a cliff. Oh, those five guys show up, don't they? The royal
Oh, what a
guards.
waste of time that was, man. They just committed suicide in front of him.
Yeah,
Like, this made us angry because I was just like, at this point, you're getting all of these henchmen, the Baroque Works people, like, coming out of nowhere. Everyone's coming to try to fight everyone. And then it's just like, right, there's these five royal gods, and I'm like, oh, who are they? They look quite tough. And it's like, oh, they've had the forbidden potion or something like that,
yeah,
which gives them like a massive boost in strength, but kills them straight after. And it's just like you see them for a second, they're like tense up, and then they just die, and it's like that's just wasted 5 minutes of my time.
yeah.
I feel like you've robbed us of that time.
But yeah, so those guys die. Crocodile throws Vivi off a cliff, and I've got some shit to say about this, right? So she's fallen
Right.
off the cliff. Luffy shows up on the back of Pell, who
Mm.
has a Zoan type devil fruit. He turns into a bird and he's flying around, and they swoop down and save Vivi about that far off the floor before she dies.
Hmm.
So when Pell found Luffy, it was like, take us to get some meat first. If Luffy ate one more bite of food or like a burger or something like that before leaving, he wouldn't have made it in time to save Vivi. He ate the
Yeah.
exact right amount of food before leaving to save her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but yeah, he saves Vivi and then he tries to take on Crocodile again.
Actually, sorry, on that note, if them five gods lasted more than 5 seconds, then he could have ate that other bit of meat.
Yeah, exactly. Stupid gods, man. So now we get Water Luffy versus Crocodile, where he's
Yeah.
drunk an entire barrel of water and he's just round and gushing with water because water hardens sand and it means he can punch Crocodile.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everyone's like impressed by him and it's like, oh my god, this child's beating him up. But then he loses his water somehow. I can't remember.
If he holds onto something, he can absorb the water from him.
Right.
And I think he gets him down to his last reserve, and then he's just like, "Yeah, you've run out now."
Oh, he spits
If I
some up
remember
into the
rightly.
air, doesn't he? And then gets
Yeah.
like drained and chucked down to the bottom of the cliff, and Crocodile takes off. But then that water falls back down and lands on Luffy and rehydrates him.
Mm.
We got lucky. Can't believe his mom's doing this to him, man. Shocking. So we go next to the underground cavern things.
Yes. Yes, we should do. Yep, because that's the whole point of the sorry, the hidden reason why Crocodile wants to take over Alabasta, isn't it?
Yeah, to
Specifically Alabasta.
get Pluton.
Pluton. Yeah, I see. I don't know anything about this. Pluton. Crocodile knows that the king which is the Nefertari family, guard the secret of the whereabouts of this Pluton,
Yep.
and it's in their family crypt, which is in a hidden entrance, which he needs to get the king to open.
Yeah.
So they go down there with is she called Miss Wednesday?
Miss All Sunday,
Nico
Nico Robin.
or Sunday, yeah, Nico Robin, because she can actually read the text,
Yeah.
which is we talk about this Pluton. But
But she
I still
lies
don't know
and
what it
says it's
is.
she lies when she's reading the poneglyph and says that it's just about the royal ancestry of the
Lineage.
Nefertaris. It's not.
Yeah.
It's about Pluton.
Do you find out what it says? Because when she's reading it, Crocodile's like, "You are lying. You've betrayed us." Then it advances because they start fighting and stuff. Um, but it's not mentioned again that I've seen.
I mean, you do find out where Pluton is, and I think that might be what it says on the poneglyph. Like, Pluton is buried in this place, which
Right.
is one of the arcs that we're going to get to in what, like, well, about 10 more sagas. So in about a
Right. Okay.
thousand more episodes, you find, well,
Right.
we've reached the place where it's at. It's not
Fair
Elbaf.
enough.
Like I know we mentioned that in the earlier episode. It's before that, so it's still sooner than the most recent
Ah,
stuff.
fair enough. Fair enough.
I think somewhere in your brain you do have the information about what Pluton is, because I sent you a screenshot
Oh,
the other week, going, "Oh, I've got all
yes.
my notes ready," and you went, "Pluton is," and it was like, "Oh, so that's what it is." Can you remember what it was?
Oh, it was some kind of super weapon, and there was more than one. They were named after planets or something.
Oh, there is more than one super weapon. There's more than one ancient weapon. I think there's three. There's like Pluton, Poseidon, and Uranus. How can I forget Uranus?
Seen it that many times.
But but yeah, Pluton is a specific thing. But if you can't remember what it is, I'll just leave it at that. But it is in your brain
Yeah, I
somewhere.
mean, I did read it, and then I mentioned it because it was the first thing I saw, and then you said, "Oh, I didn't expect you to read it. Just look at how much there was."
Yeah, but yeah, Luffy shows up again, and he's bleeding, and he's like, "Oh, I can punch you because blood also hardens sand." So he's just fighting Crocodile with bloody fists. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
Crocodile poisons him.
It's just
Luffy's
one thing after another, isn't it?
Yeah, Luffy's just still just like, right, I don't care, I'm having none of this, and just absolutely decks him. Punches him up into the sky, knocks him out, and he falls. Crocodile falls into the middle of the crowd that is going on, or the big battle between the rebels and the royal army,
Yeah,
and that's the crocodile fight over. Finally, Crocodile's defeated, but
yeah,
we haven't finished because the town square is going to be blown up by a giant cannon, and they've got to find
yeah,
where it is, and they've got like 2 minutes to find it. Is it?
yeah, yeah.
Even
I don't know why, but I think it would have been better without this.
I mean, I like that the Marines showed up and Tashigi's even helping the Straw Hats, and just like going, "What are you doing here? You need to go this way." And
Yeah,
the Marines like guiding the Straw Hats around, actually helping them because they know that even though they're pirates, they're not the bad pirates.
I forgot about that. I just remember that every so often it would do a freeze frame and a number, and it was like that's how many seconds it was to it, and I was like, this is taking a long time. But it's like it's tense because there's a cannon going to go off that's going to destroy the whole city.
Yeah.
Um, they're running around. You don't know what time flow is like when you're watching an anime.
Yeah.
Like once, like 10 minutes could be 1 minute in the episode, or the other way around.
Yeah, like Goku fighting
So
Frieza. It was like the planet's gonna blow up in 3 minutes, and it's like 60 episodes later. It's like,
yeah,
why isn't it blowing up yet?
yeah, yeah. Am I meant to feel tense or not? I'm not sure.
So yeah, the find the cannon in the clock tower. They throw Vivi up, and she defeats the two people in there.
Yeah,
But I think it's on a self-destruct sequence, isn't it? The bomb. So Pell flies up
yeah.
into the sky with the bomb and sacrifices himself.
Or does he?
But anyway, everything's been solved now. The rebels realize that Crocodile was the bad guy all along. Vivi gives a big speech to the crowd, but it's actually Igaram again, dressed as
Yeah.
Vivi, while she's trying to say bye to the Straw Hats, and they do the
Coming of
whole.
age ceremony.
Oh yes, it's the coming of age ceremony. They don't want to wave to us, or because the Marines are watching, so they do the whole like power kind of thing and show the X's on the
Yeah.
wrists.
Yeah.
Oh, and Bon Clay stole the Going Merry to keep it safe from the Marines. Because
Yeah.
what a
Yeah.
guy
Yeah.
Bon Clay is. What a
He's
hero.
just the best. So thoughtful.
Um, and I love that he's like, if we weren't never not friends, we were just on opposite sides of the fight.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's so nice. What a guy.
I hope he comes back.
Yeah, I hope he comes back. Um, so
You
they,
just brush past that.
yeah, I don't want to spoil things.
I know. I know.
But they did invite Vivi to become one of the Straw Hats, but she declines the offer because there's too much to do with rebuilding Alabasta. Um,
Yeah.
and the Straw Hats sail off and then go, oh, who's this on our ship? None other than Nico Robin, the new member of the Straw Hats.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now they've got an archaeologist on the crew.
Yeah. I thought her joining, right, was spoiled from, I think it was episode 113, the opening shows as part of the
Yeah.
um Straw Hat crew, which is fair enough. But her joining was like there was no build up to it. It was just like she's here.
Yeah. I like that everyone's going like, oh no, she's evil. She was part of Baroque Works, but then she just goes around each person going like, oh here, I'll tickle you, and now you're happy, and now you like us, or oh here, I've got this
Yeah.
for you, and she just like basically bribes every single one of the Straw Hats. Apart from Zorro, is still like, I'm on to you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Which I get. To be
Hmm.
fair, she helped them along the way. She
Yeah.
didn't seem like necessarily evil or bad. She was just, yeah.
I mean, she didn't have to
She
bribe
wasn't.
Sanji, did she? She just had to be like, I'm a woman. And he's like, okay,
Yeah,
you can
yeah,
stay.
yeah, true.
And they set off to the Grand Line to continue their adventure.
The Grand Line. Yeah, so that's the Alabasta Arc.
Yeah.
Oh, we forgot about Pell. Forgot about Pell.
Oh yeah, so we see Pell has been he landed in the desert somewhere after the explosion, and some doctor helped him, and he's actually alive.
He's still alive.
Yay!
Just thought I'd mention that. That'll probably come in later, maybe. I don't know.
Can't even remember. But I like Pell. He's an honourable guy.
Birdman. Yeah.
Any questions
Yeah.
about this arc then?
Yes, right. I've asked you this before, but I'll ask you this on camera. What are them tablets called with the writing on?
Poneglyphs.
Poneglyphs. Right. There is a part in this when Luffy is wandering the desert, he accidentally falls through the ceiling and into a chamber which has poneglyphs on.
I've looked it up.
Just
It's filler.
filler.
Yeah,
Right.
it's just ignore it. That's all we can do.
Oh, I can it though, because I want it to be something. I wish this was currently coming out so I could make some conspiracy theories on Reddit or something.
There probably was a lot of conspiracy theories going on about it, but it's just filler. It doesn't matter.
Fair enough. I don't think I do have any other questions.
Nope.
No, no,
I think I've
no,
already
I can
asked
think
everything that
of.
I need to. Yeah.
Oh, yes, sorry. The Nefertari family, they must mean something if they have the location to Pluton and um they were chosen to guard the location. So what's the crack with their family line?
They're just an important family. Do you know the Leverly that I mentioned in last
Yeah.
episode? So there's like 12 families that formed the world government.
hmm
The Nefertaris are one of the families that
So
with the
uh,
Nefertari Lily, who was one of the original founding members.
so the Nefertari family are an active part of the world government.
Pretty much, yeah.
So why didn't they get help from other nations when they had so much civil unrest and no water for 2 years?
Don't know.
No.
I mean, who are they going to ask? I mean, you've seen Wapol. He was one of the people on the world government like family things.
Yeah.
Do you think he's going to come and help?
If there
No.
was something in it for him,
He's a dick.
oh well. No, I want to see more of Bon Clay, and the only goal now really is to reach the end island of the Grand Line now, isn't it?
Yeah.
For the crew.
Yeah. Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
I think.
there's other goals. Find the All Blue, become the world's greatest swordsman, map the world, become the world's greatest doctor, become a brave warrior of the sea.
I mean, like destination wise.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
mean, they have to find directions to Laughtail first, which is where the poneglyphs come
Oh,
in.
right. 'Cause I thought it was just the compass that they have, the special compass. Because I thought I'd just led you in sequence until you get to the end.
No, they have to find poneglyphs, road poneglyphs. There's poneglyphs like you saw in Alabasta, and then there's other ones which will come into play, which will help direct people to Laughtail.
Right. Oh well, I think that's all my questions. That you could probably answer.
So yeah, that's it then. So next we still have the post Alabasta arc, but
Yeah.
that's pretty much it for Alabasta though. The rest's just kind of filler stuff.
Alabasta. Yeah. Yeah. On to the next one. So what we're doing next?
I don't know. Are you wanting to do the next 5 episodes as another episode of this, or do you want to
Yeah,
just?
can do.
Right, I don't know if you wanted to skip past it because it's filler and just move on to Skypiea saga.
Oh well, actually, right. So we'll go on to Skype here, and because it's just Zorro's a bit of Zorro's backstory, isn't it? That's actually in the manga, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I don't think I can remember what happens in the other ones, unless you remind us.
Um. Right. So just quickly, Chopper makes the rumble balls where he's been experimenting with Dr. Koreha's medicine things, and he makes a
Yes.
ball by mistake. That's pretty
Hmm.
much that whole episode. Um,
Hmm.
Nami wants some paper from this weird salesman that shows up on like the dig him out the
Yes, because they
sea,
fish
and
him out.
he's like, "Hi, I have all the items you could want," and he tries to
Yeah,
sell
yeah,
them
yeah.
paper, but then he realizes he's on Straw Hat Luffy's pirate ship and makes a run for it, leaves all of his shit behind, and Nami has some paper now to draw maps.
Yeah.
That whole episode. Sanji goes aboard a marine ship on the next episode with some little chef dude that accidentally falls onto
Yeah,
their
yeah.
ship, and he helps them make curry.
Yes, yeah, yeah. I remember that.
That's that whole episode.
Um, yeah,
Usopp helps a little girl in the next episode with some fireworks because her
yeah.
parents died and they had to make some giant firework as a
Shell.
yeah, and he
Yeah.
does, and that's that whole episode. And then the best one is the Zorro one, where
Hmm.
it shows how he met Johnny and Yusaku,
Yeah.
and there was pirates and raiders coming into this town. Johnny and Yusaku tried to fight them, but they couldn't do anything against them. Zorro beats the shit out of them all, and Johnny and Yusaku were like, "Oh, can we team up with you and follow you around?" And that was that whole episode.
Yeah. Well, I think we've done them then.
Yeah, yeah, that's it.
It's
Do you-
still
I've got a
I
couple of
was
questions just over the whole saga, which is, do you wish Vivi joined the Straw Hats?
no, because I wouldn't want to see her leave our country
Yeah,
in ruins like that.
I also think, like, what's so special about her? She swings a little necklace around, and it's like, that's not going to be
Oh,
good fight scenes, is it?
I don't know. She'll probably get stronger though. You know for a fact, if she did join, what she would do is she would moan about her ruined country, and then she would get stronger though.
Yeah,
But there wouldn't be that purpose. I don't think Luffy would have taken her if she was just like, oh, I feel really guilty about leaving my country in ruins, and he would have been just said, well, why did you come?
yeah. The last thing that I need to ask about this whole arc was the end
Right.
of this arc. Smoker is talking to the higher ups, saying Straw Hat
Mhm.
Luffy has defeated Crocodile and saved Alabasta, and the world government go,
Rewriting.
"No, he didn't. You did. You're promoted." So they covered it up. How many other things do you
Yeah.
think the world government have covered up?
Oh, loads, probably. Loads. I bet you. I don't. Have we heard a lot of covered up things though at this moment?
Background wise, yes, there's always stuff going on where it's not
Right.
so true.
Okay. Okay.
But no, that's it. That's all I've got for this.
Right. Well, thanks very much for doing this with us again, and I cannot wait for continue on with Skype here because I did have a week's break from watching One Piece, and it's been weird because I've went from watching 130 odd episodes, like that's all I was doing, consuming us, to nothing for a week. I think I'm getting withdrawal, so I cannot wait to get back to it again.
And next time, I think we've got Jake.
Yes, hopefully.
We've got a proper expert on.
Oh, I
He's
know.
the one that
Ah,
introduced
but
me to it and then got you into it as well. He's like, Jake's the OG man. He's been watching it since it came out. Jake's
yeah,
been watching this for
he,
27 years.
yeah, yeah. I think he's gonna come on dressed as Nami, isn't he?
Yeah,
So got that looking forward to. But yeah, till next week.
yeah.
Skype, yeah. Cheers.
Yes.
Bye.